Well, a report from the International Labour Organization has warned that unemployment within the Eurozone could soar by 4.5 million over the next 4 years unless austerity measures are reversed. That would take the official number of jobless people to 22 million by 2016. Well, earlier I spoke with Vincenzo Spiezia, a senior economist with the ILO. He warned that the Eurozone needs to take a coordinated approach to overcome its unemployment crisis.
Our policy approach, the one that we put forward in the report, looks at three aspects. First, fixing the banking systems in order to let banks do their work, to lend money and to support investment. The second one is to try to relaunch investment. Firms are cautious about the future. There is much uncertainty, so they are holding cash rather than investing. Public investment will help to trigger private investment, restart growth and employment. And finally, the third element is to have a specific labour market policy, particularly for young people. The report in particular makes a proposal, which is to create a youth guarantee program at the Eurozone level. Under such a program, all young unemployed people will be given the opportunity either to go back to education or to do training on the job, or even to be hired for a limited period of time in the public sector. This is very important because otherwise, if young people stay out of the labour market for too long, they will lose skills, they will not acquire expertise, and when growth will be back, it will be very difficult for them to recover.
I mean, in the Eurozone countries, of course, the governments there are opting for austerity. Do you think that that is the best way to get unemployment down in the Eurozone?
It's pretty clear that the austerity measures are not working. Just if you look at the three countries, European countries, that are under an adjustment program, which is the program negotiated between the IMF, the European Commission, the European Central Bank, these three countries are Ireland, Greece and Portugal. You see that unemployment rate is systematically higher than what this policy promised. So it's clear that by using austerity policies, you are just making the situation worse. You're just increasing uncertainty, you're just reducing purchasing powers, you're also reducing consumption and growth. It's just a vicious circle where austerity leads to less growth leads to lower tax revenues, and so this calls for more austerities. It's not working at all.
When you look at the unemployment rates across the Eurozone, they're pretty shocking, especially youth unemployment. In Spain, for example, 50% of youths are unemployed. What do you think will be the long-term social repercussions of potentially a whole generation that will be without work at a key stage in their life?
In the short run, the situation is just unbearable. It's difficult to understand how a country, a society can work, can continue to have normal relations, whether one young person out of two is unemployed, whether 25%, a quarter of the overall active population, is unemployed. In the longer run, as I mentioned before, the longer people stay out of the labour market, the more difficult it will be for them to get back. It's even worse for young people because they have little experience. So with the labour market, the first contact it's one where it's difficult to find a job, it's difficult to obtain an interview and so on. This is going to have very long an impact in the longer term in their whole career.